Greetings, dear viewers. Last time we sorted it out. What is the average turnover of the cartel on the darknet? How much money does his head receive, and finally, where is this money spent? But we all understand perfectly well that no matter how luxurious the purchases are, no matter how fabulous the monthly spending amounts may be, first of all you should think. How do you think? About what? About a roof over your head. And taking into account the specifics of this roof must be safe first and foremost. Today we will talk to you about that. Where do the owners of modern cartels live and marketplaces? The owner of the site is first and foremost top manager in an IT company. It has all the advantages of remote work, which means he can live anywhere. The whole world is at your feet. But it's worth considering that today we are discussing the topic of security. Owners at cocktail party and venues operating in Russia. I didn't just focus on this state, at least because that my site operates there. And as many of you know, or at least guessed, unique in the Russian Federation, inherently the policy of the work of law enforcement agencies. If you are in the zone of influence, Russian services and agents, you will be detained at the beginning, and already in the process they will find reasons to initiate a case, or there is nowhere in the world such inadequate control. So if you suddenly decide, conduct your shadow business on the territory of the Russian Federation, you need to protect yourself from all sides from the beginning, primarily in terms of your location. As I already said, you are free to choose any point on Earth, a ball where there is access to the network, but in this case the country, of which you decide to become a citizen, and this clarification is the main condition for really safe stay, must be included in the list of countries where there are no extraditions. In Russia this list looks like this: UK, Ukraine, China, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, Sweden, Japan, USA. Let's take a closer look. What is the situation with extradition in some countries of the USA, Great Britain, Sweden, Poland, Israel, Japan? Legislation, data, countries provides for the refusal of an extradition request if local authorities doubt the effectiveness or the humanity of justice in a country which demands the extradition of the fugitive Qatar, United Arab Emirates. These countries can extradite the entrepreneur only in that case if we are talking about a former or current member of an organized crime group or a person who is involved in drug trafficking. Due to the current political situation, the intelligence services of Ukraine and Russia simply do not interact. Therefore, no extradition at this time. Out of the question. But let's face it, let's say you are a citizen of the state, which 100% by law will not extradite you. But we all live in the real world. If the law does not apply to tradition, this does not mean that they won't get you by other methods. If the intelligence services of the two countries agree, then you will be sent from anywhere. Anywhere. Unless you're in a good place. Account with local authorities. Usually the scheme works as follows. A man fled to Turkey and thinks that he's safe there. Russian intelligence services or CIS countries may have close friends among individual representatives of the Turkish intelligence services. For a certain amount of money, the capture and delivery of the person is organized. This is all happening. No papers and no official extradition requests. Just a man and tape, put on board the plane in the very last seats. There he quietly flies to his destination. If you are delivered this way, the best thing you can do is get up and scream. Behave as inappropriately as possible, and if your mouth isn't sealed, talk about that your life is in danger. Most likely, the police will take you off the flight and put you back in jail. And there you will be able to negotiate political asylum. Still a clumsy bureaucratic machine. Will cook things up, subject to extradition. There are more sophisticated methods. If you are valuable enough to those who want to catch you, you may be put on a diplomatic flight, or even jet and with a convoy, with a diplomatic passport, issued in your name and with your photo, take you to interesting places. So dear viewers, if you suddenly decide to become the owner of a multi-million-dollar shady business, but not ready to come with full responsibility for your own safety, and believe me this, not only online security, Don't even start. And friends in general, like sometimes on the screen with an extreme step below, the inscription is flash do not repeat done by professionals. So I advise you not to get involved in all this. Entrust this matter to professionals and be happy. Professor Moriarty was with you. And see you soon.